Hurry up and wait. Number 2, hook up with your peers. You know, it's really important for you to get to know others in your field or your niche. Others that have the same goals, others that have the same dreams or similar dreams. That's very important because you need that kind of support. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to give them all your secrets, but be willing to share ideas and experience that you have experienced, that you've learned from, and they'll do the same. I find that when you share content with people or you share information with people, they're really, it builds a strong relationship and they're happy to share back. Even if you are a competitor, they still remember something unique about you that isn't in line with them. So as long as you're really branding yourself in a unique way, more than likely it's not going to be a problem sharing something with a competitor. It's really good just to like meet of the minds, or even find someone that's similar to you. You know, AVA Live Radio has a large online music, entertainment, and entrepreneur community that you might not know about and that you can access through our pages by leaving comments on posts, joining our social media pages, and asking questions to me through Ask Jax. Go to the LinkedIn site for Jacqueline Jax, my personal one, and you can connect with others through there, or just design your own page and go to the group pages for any industry where you can connect with others that share your experiences. That's a really good way. You want to start using those groups to try and connect and develop those relationships. You can also ask a friend or a peer. Now, have you ever had a friend that made it big before you did? Well, instead of getting jealous of them, the better thing to do is connect with them and support them and ask them questions about how they did it. Most of the people that I interview on avaliveradio.com have no problem sharing with us what they're using, how they're using it, and what they're doing that are bringing them to the next level. And, you know, we can all learn from each other that way. So chances are, if you take the plunge and you ask them, they will tell you and help you on your pathway to success as well. Now, number 3, let's talk about mentors. Mentors are influencers. I said it before that it's better to learn from the best. And I really truly believe that, guys. The social media world offers everyone the ability not only to learn from the best people in the industry, but it allows you to connect with them on a really personal level. If you think about the things we're talking about here to make you better at marketing yourself and branding yourself, the leaders in the industry have already done these things. So thus, it just goes to show you that if you contact them and you connect with them and you get on their posts and you make comments eventually, you will not only be able to learn from what they have to say, but you'll be able to connect with them because they are putting these specific tips to work already. So go out there, seek out your mentors, and choose the leaders in the industry. Follow their blogs, their videos, their websites, and learn from them, and then interact with them. With consistent comments and participation on their blogs, you will eventually get the responses you need. And in the meantime, you'll be learning from everyone else who is learning from them as well. So, and you'll be glad you did it because, you know, isn't it nice that when you eventually build your social media pages or your blogs, you'll be seeing those top influencers maybe fire off a little link to or a tweet of one of your blog posts and help you launch your product, and they most likely will. You never know. You just need to make those social connections and nurture them. So just remember, the big names in social media are being pitched all the time, so be real with them and work your relationship building skills, not your sales pitch. Try to find conversations that you can fit into and add value to. If you can't, then start a topic of conversation of your own, but comments on their blogs, meet them at conferences, and spend time getting to know who they really are before you tell them who you are. It's very, very important that you do that. Number 4, be unique. You know, you're selling yourself and your personality, so you've got to be different. It's very important for you to discover those elements that make you unique and find creative ways to get that message across. I can't get that point across to you, more importantly. Sit down alone or with your best friend and try to make a quick list of what elements make you stand out from the pack. Think about what you stand for, what's your message, your image, and describe who you are. That will kind of help you to design your brand. You know, when I buy something for myself, I select products based on function. And especially if one has a unique feature that is advertised over another comparative product, that's usually the one I choose. So if you have a product, be sure to identify what's unique, those unique uses or those functions of the product that are so different, because that's how I choose products, and that's probably how you choose products too. When I discover a new artist, I typically buy a song based on an emotional effect it has on me, but I buy an artist's whole album based on my connection to that artist. So think about those two theories as to affecting you, how you create your own branding campaigns. I think those are two really important things to think about when you're marketing to people, is how they choose their products. And finally, number 5, choose who and what you promote wisely. You know, another old saying to remember is, you are who your friends are. So, like it or not, who you associate with or the products that you promote all affect the perception people have of you. So, you're going to have to be really careful. You don't want to spend all this time branding yourself and setting up your website and doing your social media pages, and then start working profiles from others that you've never ever used, products you've never tried, and then getting a bad name for recommending bad items. You want to make sure that you stick to people who you know, you stick to products that you've used. You know, I have connected and worked with a ton of people in this industry, and working with them on building their personal brands, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly side of network marketing for sure. And because of that, I always like to encourage my clients never to endorse a product or service they haven't used themselves or haven't had a personal experience with. So you're only as good as your word. So if you're going to associate yourself with another company's brand, product, or service, be sure that you're an educated and genuine supporter of that product. Not just a paid one, okay? Always be honest and truthful with your friends and supporters, and you'll succeed in becoming a trusted source, that's for sure, that your subscribers can depend on. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my 5 tips for marketing your personal brand effectively. Be sure to subscribe to avaliveradio.com and connect with our social pages on Facebook and Twitter as well. If you have any questions or comments for me, leave it below or go to the Ask Jax link below the description. Other shows you may want to check out, as I said before, are Branding Yourself and How to Get Your Blog to Go Viral. Both great shows. I got solid responses on them, and everybody really, really enjoyed them. And I think I've seen some people already putting them to work, which I'm really excited about. So until next time, this is Jacqueline Jax for AVA Live Radio, coming to you with another Hot Topic Tuesday.